everyone, we've got Lindsay and me with us today. Many of you will know Lindsay from being on stage in the worship band, but his connections with music go much deeper than that, and he's going to tell us a little bit more about that today. So music's big in your life, Lindsay.
Thank you, Virginia. Yeah, it is. It's been a large part of my life, but for those that don't know, I'm actually in the Army, and the fancy title is I'm the Officer Commanding Music Director of the Australian Army Band Sydney, and I've been in the Army for 43 years. This is my 44th year this year, and my final year in the Army, and so it's been a fantastic career to be able to serve the nation as a musician within the Australian Army.
So the Lord called you to the Army, but you weren't a Christian when you first joined.
No, that's right. I wasn't a Christian when I first joined because I was only 15 years of age. I was brought up as a Catholic, but when I joined the Army, I'd given up the faith totally, and it wasn't until I was here in this band in 1980, about 84, that I became a Christian. But I can see right from the day one that the Lord had his hand on me and wanted me to be in the Army and wanted to be able to use me in my musical capacity and also as a leader and a soldier within the Australian Army. So I get the privilege of being able to lead a band here, but more than that, I get to be able to have influence upon them, particularly when they have a problem. I'm able to show the love of Christ and be able to work with them to be able to help them as best that I can. I can't actually share the faith with them a great in my role in the job because the Army won't allow us to do that, but I get to display the love of Christ and show him to my soldiers under my command, which is a fantastic privilege.
And whether you're in the band or whatever role you're in the Army, there's sacrifice to be made.
Yeah, that's right. And that's something that a lot of people don't really understand, is that our men and women that are in the Defence Force, they sacrifice a heck of a lot. So do their families, and their families I really feel for, because our soldiers are away sometimes for 9 months at a time. They don't get to be able to come home. And so their wives and children do pay an enormous price for the sacrifice that these men and women make. And that's why Anzac Day is so important to us, to be able to recognise their service and what they do.
And speaking of Anzac Day, it's just about upon us. And what will it look like for you?
For us, it looks like in the morning we've got a couple of people doing some dawn service. We'll have a bugler up on the Harbour Bridge doing a dawn service up there. Later on in the morning we'll be doing the main street march through the city of Sydney. And then later in the afternoon, if you're watching the National Rugby League, you'll see us on the Anzac Day game between the Roosters and St George. And it's a great privilege for us to be able to do those events, to recognise the service of those that have paid the ultimate price, but also for anyone that serves within the Australian Defence Forces.
I can hear from your voice that it's a really special part of the rhythm of your life.
It certainly is, yeah. I can't tell you how many commemorative services I've been to in my 44-year career, but I can tell you that at every single one, I think I hear the verse about greater love hath no man that he lay down his life for his friends. And that's what Anzac Day is about. I realise that this is about what Jesus did for us, but it's also an opportunity for us to be able to recognise those men and women that paid the ultimate sacrifice so that we live in the freedom that we have and the liberty that we enjoy. And it's a great opportunity for us to be able to recognise them.
So you're a man of very strong faith.
Yeah.
And the Lord's just given you this, has provided this space for you to use these gifts. You seem to come alive when you talk about it.
Yeah, I must admit, he's really blessed me in my opportunity to be able to serve him with music. It's a great way to be able to honour the Lord with a skill that he's given me, and so it's a great privilege for me. That's why I love playing on Sunday morning and being able to worship God through my instrument. It's a really great thing. But it's hard to describe how God has really used me in my music. Because he's always just provided me with opportunities to be able to show his love.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you.